doing things a little differently. You can get Making Money A to Z with self-storage unit auctions on Amazon. It's on sale right now. And for Pimping Craigslist, the Ultimate Garage Sale Storage Auction 101 and the new Storage Auction Buyer's Handbook, you can get those on Kindle. Something a little different that's going on. The 48 Hours to Storage Auction Success will not be available on Amazon. However, it will be available in ebook format, meaning you can read it on your Kindle or your Nook, but you'll get a PDF. Those formats are being made right now. So if you buy the book, you're going to get that. And I just decided, hey, if you get the book, you get the soft cover and the ebook versions. You just have to let me know which one you need. And it's very easy to transfer them to your devices. And you have to buy it from my website. I'll tell you about that some other time. But that's the deal. That's what's going on. And I brought back the books. There were people like, hey, I don't want an ebook. I want a print book. If I'm paying money, I want something I can feel. So the books are back on the website. Actually, the link's below. So if you want the book or there's a special 4-book deal, but you have to go to the website and check it out. And the hustler mindset is rocking and rolling. Had some people, went on Fiverr, and folks are getting gigs in less than 4 days. So it's a valid way to make money. You should check it out. And now to the video. Hey, this is Glendon with Making Money with Storage Unit Auctions. The topic of this video is one that's close and dear to a lot of people. How do you create partnerships in the storage auction business? When I say partnership, I'm talking about true partnerships. And there's different tiers of partnership. I had my ace boom coon dyed in the wool business partner that, we divided everything 50-50, thicker than blood. And then there's what's called tertiary partnerships, 3rd, 4th stage partnerships. And I did this probably for maybe 5 years. Because in the first few years, just had my main partner, and I didn't really know the lay of the land. But the thing is, in picking and evaluating a partner, you should ask this one vital question. Are they even worth dealing with? Not what can they do for you, because there are people who, they have money. They have connections. They can help you out a lot, but the question is, will they? And that's something you have to be really, really aware of, because going forward, trying to have your own business and just go the lone wolf route, it's not going to work. There's too much information out there. Back in my day, long time ago, early 2000, there wasn't this vast pool of information. Now, before you get all scared and say, oh, this pool of information, don't worry about it, because 75% of it is useless or erroneous. Out to 25% that's valid, some of it doesn't work anymore. So don't even worry about that. But the deal is, with partnerships, you have to build a network. That's something I talk about in the 48 Hours to Storage Auction Success. You have to build a network. And the thing is, I had partnerships. I had a main partner, tertiary partners, and I had a network. What's really strange about this is my network was built up from commercial office furniture, but through that network, I was able to open up more channels and more channels, because the thing is, to be successful in the storage auction business or any matter of resale business, you have to be selling 24/7, 365. I never liked the flea market model as an exclusive distribution channel. To me, that was very limiting. And your month could get jacked up because, say it rains 2 months, two Saturdays out the month, you're screwed. So eBay, necessary evil. It is a necessary evil. But even with the limitations, even with the craziness, it's still a very vital selling channel for certain items. But take heart. There's more and more things. Because if I could say anything good came out of the storage auction reality faux shows, is it created new conversations and it created new channels of distribution. There's way more ways to move stuff than in the traditional manner using the internet, because it was Craigslist, Amazon, eBay, and your own website. And back in the day, I was one of the few people with my own website. That was just like, oh, why go through the bother? We're making money hand over fist. I'm not going to worry about that. You were boo-boo the fool. But the deal is, evaluating your partners, take your time. Don't just jump into it, because this relationship is going to be more impactful to your wallet than your romantic relationship. Well, if you're paying attention. But evaluate, take your time, and there's a courting ritual. You need to hang out with them. You really want to know, because some people no, it's all about the money. No, because I've had people that approached me to be partners who were undependable, had very shady backgrounds, and honestly, I didn't want to be part of it. It just didn't make any sense. And sure, I would have made money, but the thing is, all money's not good money. That's just something you really have to take to heart. And another thing that you should really, really evaluate: what do you have to give? Because there are many people, I want a partner. I want to go out there, take on the world, but you don't have shit to offer. Take care of that. Start building yourself up. Start working on things. Because I'm going to tell you a secret, and this is something that I discovered. Online presence is based on time. Because let's take, you're looking at me on YouTube, right? I tend to do a lot of analysis on YouTube, how to make my channel better, how to get more views, how to spread my word. And one thing I noticed that I kept coming up time and time again, the majority of the people who have channels that are just, with the millions or hundreds of millions of views, they've been around since 2006. The lion's share of them. There'll be someone new that popped on, or a celebrity opened up a channel, and they'll do well. But if you go to the top 100 YouTubers and just go through their channels one by one, you're going to see established 2006, established 2006. And if they hit the established date, you go to their videos, click on it, first video, 2006. I mean, it's just over and over again. And the thing is, there are people that have come to YouTube and have spent a tremendous amount of money with marketing, and they can't get close. So what am I telling you? You need to start building your internet presence now. I don't care if you just set up a website called 2bitsandabutton.com. I sell resale stuff. You need to do it now. Because one of the things, I'm going to look to the left, I'm going to look to the right, a lot of storage auction guys don't know how to work the internet. Still don't. I'm amazed at how many people just I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this because I'm more comfortable. You need to expand your comfort zone, because as long as you're in your comfort zone, your money's going to be in there too. When you expand the comfort zone, you expand your loot. So that's something you have to do. And you have to get out there and talk to people. You can't do it all online. You actually have to go out, meet people, have lunch, shake hands, and hang out. Yeah, you're a potential partner. Say, hey, one night after work, let's just go have some beers, have some pizza, or whatever, and see if this is someone that you can stand. I noticed, and I saw it on the auction trail all the time, that people were partnered up based on strengths, but they couldn't stand each other, and the partnership didn't last long. Then I've seen people who partners for years, but they're friends, and that's a good thing. So look at this from not the short term, like I'm going to get all this money. Look at it with a 5-year perspective, a 10-year perspective, and a 15-year perspective. Because I get email after email after email because people want to get up. And the thing is, can you still make money in the storage auction business? Oh, hell yes. Oh my God, you can make more money now than you could 2 and 3 years ago, because the interest level is dying down. I don't care. There's a recession out there, and there's a lot of Americans, I'm going to say Americans, who are lazy as fuck and don't want to work that hard because they feel entitled to a cushy office job. I say bullshit. I'm a dude that worked in a freaking landfill that was pulling out diapers and other items that did not correspond with EPA regulations. And I was out there all freaking day with my little stick and with my little bag, picking up diapers, picking up condoms, picking up all kinds of stuff that you could see, and putting it in a bag in a hot, sweltering, stanky landfill. I did that. And this was in my 30s, because after I went through a cataclysmic event in my life, and I just found myself, homeless for a short term, and living in a freaking boarding house with crackheads. This is the shit I had to do. And I'm telling you that when people are like, why do you work so hard? And why do you work on the weekends? I have a perspective of what my life can be like if I don't work this hard. And it's not pretty. It's not pretty. I know what it's like to be hungry. I know what it's like to not be able to go to the dentist because your tooth is hurting. You don't have the money. You don't have insurance. I've been there. Going to Kroger and putting all kind of that dental cream all up in my mouth and just get a little bit of relief. That's how ass out I was. So if you have your health, you're in fairly good economic situation, and you're not working your ass to build something better, if something bad befalls you, I can't say I'm sorry for you. Because the thing is, if you haven't noticed, once again, it's another little secret, the middle class is under assault. All those folks like, Romney with the 47% of people don't pay taxes. I remember making minimum wage paying taxes. What the hell was he talking about? But that's enough because we're not going to get into politics. But essentially, it doesn't matter if you're Democratic. It doesn't matter if you're Republican. It doesn't matter. Both parties are bending over the average American. And if you don't believe it, go back and look at the record. Look at reforms and look at how we went from a strong manufacturing-based country with a thriving economy that grew and grew and grew to we don't really make too much here anymore. And that's one of the things that's killing us. What country in Europe is loaning everyone else money? Germany. Why? Because Germany makes shit. BMW, Mercedes, Siebel. There's all kinds of stuff that they make in Germany. When you are a producer, people buy from you, you get income. It's that simple. And we become an outsource economy. We try to outsource, that's where the smart money is you're going to outsource as much as you can. But the thing is, you're outsourcing and you're not working that hard, but that sharp stick in your back, it's not a stick. It's a knife and your hand is on it because you're fucking yourself. But all this outsourcing is because, we're too good to work that hard. Nah, we're Americans. It's killing us. But you're not like that. You're not Boo Boo the Fool because you're watching this channel. But understand, with building your partnerships, building your network, take a long-term view. I'm going to give you an example of long-term view. I recently updated the blog, and I have what's called a case study. I took down the testimonies. I actually took down the whole blog and redid it. And testimonies speak to rigged, fraud. I mean, seriously, people really don't believe a lot of reviews online. They just don't because they're so easy to shill, essentially. So what I did, and this is just a little bit, I actually took screenshots, emails, and stuff of things that people actually sent to me. It's their feedback on the suntan Superman or, Batman today. I'm Batman. But that's case studies, and what I'm going to do that's a little new, I'm going to start doing Skype interviews with people who've been following the channel, who are actually out there, and we'll talk about your experience, and I'll put it here on YouTube, if you so desire. You have to, contact me through YouTube, and we can talk about it. I'm going to start doing those, kind of like a peer review, kind of like, hey, what's up? Also, people like, Glendon, the TV shows never contacted you. Bam, I got proof right there on the blog. You can read it for yourself, and you can Google these people and see that they're a part of the entertainment networks. Go right ahead. Because the thing is, I thought about it, and I thought about it. But back to long-term thinking. I didn't think that the height of the storage auction thing was going to go on forever and ever and ever. I didn't think that was going to happen. So what I did was I strategically avoided aligning myself with certain people. I'm not going to say they were bad people. I'm not going to say they were evil. I'm going to say their interests were diametrically opposed from my interests. Because I had a different view, I had a different plan, and I knew that if I aligned myself with the wrong people, and when shit hit the fan or things died down, I want to be stuck or tainted. And that's why I didn't. Because if you notice, I have no ads on my blog, and I really don't recommend anybody about anything. There's a reason. Because if you notice, I'm kind of one of the few people still talking about storage auctions. Most of them have gone away because they ran out of material. You can't do this for 6 months, a year, and think you can sell information long term. You're going to run out of steam, and that's what happens. So long term thinking, what I'm telling you is I laid back in the cut. And I just let it all pass by. And now, bam, I'm coming out with better, more salient, important, craftier information because they went to sleep. And I'm just like, I'm fucking King Kong, right? And I'm doing my thing because that's what happens when you have a strategy and a plan. That's what I'm telling you, my friend. Have a strategy and a plan and think long term. Stop thinking next week, next month, next year. Think in terms of years because, as one of the elders in my neighborhood, Sally Mae Jones, said, if you live long enough, you're going to get old. And essentially, if you live long enough, 5 years are going to come and pass. What are you doing right now to make sure that year 5 is better than your present right now? And if you're just sitting at home whining and bitching, you really have no excuses. You can't be mad at anyone except yourself. I mean, seriously. And that's what's happening. So that's one of the reasons I don't recommend anyone. I don't say anything because I didn't think that they were going to last. And like I said, I'm not talking about anyone being bad or anything like that. It's just I have a different way of thinking if you haven't noticed. Be careful with that. Look at someone. You're better off partnering with somebody who may be a level below you but has integrity and a good work ethic than being partnering with someone who's got money but is shady as shit. Because you're always going to wonder, am I getting my just due? Are we really working as partners? That's going to be a consistent theme inside your network. I'll break it down for you even further. I had BAM, fam, Ace Boom Coon. Then I had secondary partnerships with folks I could trust. I could say, bam, here's $2,000, and I could trust them. But there was a limit to how much I could trust them. Then I had, the tertiary. I couldn't trust these mofos for nothing, but I could work with them. And it was short-term, in and out partnerships. It was like, hey, we're going to call it project management. We're going to work on this project. Once we're finished, you get your money, I get my money, we move on. So you got to learn how to manage yourself and manage people. That's part of this whole process. And doing that, you will grow. You will grow a lot as a person and as a business person. And one of the things that I can say to you is right now, go out and get, and it's cheap. You can get it really cheap on Amazon. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's an old book, but understand, that book sold millions, right? But only maybe 60, 70,000 people actually read the book. A lot of people buy books and don't read them, which means the information has not been prostituted, and it's a great book. Go back and look at some old school methods. And here's a freebie for you. If you live in an apartment complex, you got a bulletin board. If you live in a neighborhood that has like a community center, you have a bulletin board. Certain restaurants, you have a bulletin board. Go around town and consistently, because it can't be a one-off thing. That's what messes most of you up. You do something once, it didn't work. Glenda's full of shit. No, if you do this consistently for a protracted period of time, you will yield dividends. I guarantee it.